a person who is unavailable, right? But that's only because she married a person who was available then, but didn't have time to notice her need now. And I'm wondering on today, how many people can say in reality that I struggle with some stuff that is, I'm committed to it, but it's not contributing to the commitment. Where you're serving more time on the job than you are at the house. Where you are given everything in affirmation that is your independence. Where freedom is an attribute, but we treat it as an asset, hold it over people that we're never supposed to be alone with. I wasn't assured. I wasn't in close proximity. I wasn't really involved in this situation. But I know that some people were entangled by it. Now, if we break that word down, and I won't be here long because I want to move on to something that I think is more critical of the situation. And I think many people get caught up in a temporary while they already know that there's something more critical pressing in front of me. Where I know that I need to work on my relationship at home, but I find myself in a strip club every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I do more churching in the street than I do meet and greet in the house of God. Where many people find themselves in a obsolete place, trying to get it from August, but we find ourselves still stuck in December last year because God has not permitted me to go ahead of my destiny. Yes, it may be in front of me, but everything that's ahead of you is not for you. You have to know that God places things in the order of where you're supposed to go. That's why there's days to the week. That's why there's night and day. That's why there's hour going in a sequential order, because you cannot just jump around from person to person. A lot of people find themselves in a Abraham and Sarah situation where God, I am promised something of the potential, but when it comes to the fulfillment, I find myself Jada and Will. Now, I have been entangled in a relationship that people can see promise on me, but only want to take from me. That they really don't want to take the time in the background to develop you, but they want everything that comes from you. I'm talking to somebody tonight who finds themselves in a Samson Delilah situationship, where I'm connected to people who are bad for me, that I know that there'll be the death in it if I stay with them, but I seem to be committed because I love drama. And I love the perception of a strong man, but I cannot handle the indication of a stronger woman. I can't hear nobody on tonight. I need you to know that God has not purposed you to be able to come here, that you would doubt you and everything that he made you big enough to be based off of the August that stands in front of you, a month away from you, not being connected to you, staring you down, but offering nothing but a handout for help. I need to assert for you, assist for you, that this is not David and Bathsheba. I need you to know on tonight, this is not Haziah and Hagar. I need you to know on tonight, this is not Mary and Joseph. This is Will and Jada. I know that many people find themselves in just this place where God, I'm trying to understand, how can I make commit to me what is next to me when it seems like they don't even like me? I'm not just talking about relationships on tonight, although I do believe that that's good. I'm talking about people who are staying longer on a job that they knew they should have left long time ago. I'm talking about you staying there, being talked down to, being demoted, being undervalued, being looked over and passed through, talked down to, and then while everybody else goes on vacation time, you are on front of the line as if this is army or wartime. I need you to know on today that people who do not value you cannot find privilege in being with you, so they are at every available opportunity undermine you in trying to expose you. You have to be able to sight the enemy where he stands and tell him that I know that this is July, but let me speak to my August. I'm talking to everything that is my next. That you are not connected to anybody that looks like my ex, not anybody that talks like my past, not anybody that wants to relate back of what I did long time ago. There's sometimes you have to be in July and speak to your August of that you gonna be everything that I need you to be. You gonna fulfill where God said fulfill. You will step back and stand to the side. I need people who are able to speak to their next month. You have to be able to speak to what is seducing you. Yeah. And allow God to still be able to use it for the good of you. Yeah. And not just what people look to understand about you. And I've come on tonight to be encouragement. I need to be encouragement to the Abrahams and the Sarahs. I need to be encouragement to the Samsons and Delilahs. I need to be encouragement to the Ruths who have no husband and the woman at the well who have too many husbands. I need to be encouragement to the Marys and the Josephs in the text. But I also need to be encouragement to the Will and the Jadas of the text. Because somebody somewhere found themselves not seeking a outside relationship, but a inside reconciliationship. I need you to identify that when you can connect to everything that is next to you, that you won't ever come to a August place while you're still residing in a July mindset. Now, I wonder how many people look at this not in personal value, but in assets that need to be connected to you. Where you cannot forfeit the house because I get comfortable in the apartment. Where you can't forfeit the car note because you don't think God to be able to still make a way. And I need you to know that everything that is greater of you is calling you to be in a different place, but still keep the same people. You got to know when God lifts you up, you don't forget those that were on the ground with you. I'm talking about we've been riding on the bus together. Why would I get the Benz and leave you on the side? You have to know when we move into the house that we go into the house with the same mindset. We go into the house with the same practices. We go into the house with the same people. All we're doing is changing paychecks. I need you to know that it cannot be connected to the people who are around you, that you use them only to support you until you don't need them anymore because they're not fulfilling things for you in one aspect of your life. If it's only sexual, then that's something that you cannot engage in because I promise you it will entangle you. You have to know God has called you bigger than only pleasing the flesh of you when you have not identified with the rest of what besets you. She says, I was emotionally broken. I was hurt. I was in a damaged place and we weren't in a good space. I want to speak to the renters in the room on tonight. You have to be able to speak to the space that you're in, that I am outgrowing this because I'm missioned to be in more than this. Not that I discount this because I'm proud of my humble beginnings, but I look at this for the just what it is this. I look at this for the I can do better than this, but I appreciate this. I look at this for the opportunity that God gave me to be able to have a roof over my head, but I look at this because I'm standing in this, speaking to my next to come. And I've only come on tonight to set somebody free. I've only come on tonight not to free you to being homeless, but to free you to being helpless, where God has stepped in and have provided for you. So you ain't got to ask for help for nobody that is looking at you or seeming to come be connected to you, but really want to just talk about you. I'm talking to somebody on tonight where you are, God, I know you've provided me a way out, so I don't have to worry about coming to it. I know that everything that I look at is not going to be the worst of it, but it's going to be my best in it, that my next move is going to be my best move. You have to know that God is moving you from any place that holds you stagnant still, the entrapment, the entanglement, because God says, if you identify that I am a real one, then I'll bring you to the real it. The it that is everything that's before me is for the better of me. Everything that is in front of me is for the fulfillment of me. Everything that I stand to walk into, you have to identify with I knew it before it knew you. He says, I know the plans that I have for you, but these are plans of a prosperous win. And know on tonight that a lot of people, a lot of situations, a lot of jobs, a lot of employers will connect to hire you, but really won't desire the talents that you bring with you. And let me leave a word of caution as I close on tonight. Not only are you about to walk into the greatest season of your life, but it comes with a sacrifice where you have to begin to deny everything that is against you. So when you come to August, you won't be beset by everything that is attracted to you. Know that everything that wants you does not deserve access to have you. God bless you.